Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. My name is Masyudha Fernanda. My student number is 2113042029, and I will tell a short story about Herman Melville. So Herman Melville was American novelist of American Renaissance period. He's born on August 1st, 1819 in New York City. His father, Alan Melville, was a successful merchant, but he went bankrupt when Melville was young. Melville had to go work from a young age. He worked as a teacher, as a bank clerk, and also he traveled to the South Pacific on a whaling ship. And this work is provide inspiration for much of his writing. Herman Melville published his first book entitled Typee in 1846, based on his travels on South Pacific. This book was a commercial success and followed up with his book entitled Omo and also Mardi, but they were less successful than his first book. In 1851, he also published his masterpiece entitled Moby-Dick. This book was not commercially success, but this book now considered as one of the greatest American novels. He's considered as one of the greatest American writers of the 19th century, even though he died at 72 on 1891. His work is continued to be studied and analyzed for their complexity and also their innovation. His work explore many of themes such as individualism, morality, identity that remain relevant today. His novels, Moby-Dick, considered as masterpiece as one of the greatest novel of all time. This book tells a story about a whaling ship's doomed village and the obsessive of captain's pursuit of the white whale Moby-Dick. This book explored themes of morality, individualism, and also the human relationship with nature. His book Billy Budd at 1924 tells a story about a sailor who is falsely accused of mutiny and sentenced to be dead. This book explores themes of justice, innocence, and also the nature of evil. His next books, Bartleby, the Scrivener at 1853, tells about short story about a law clerk who refused to perform his duties. This book explored themes of alienation, the humanizing effect of his work, and the individualisms of struggle for autonomy. His work is using literary techniques and style. Uh, his book that use symbolism and allegory is Moby-Dick. Moby-Dick use symbolic imagery including the whale as the representation of nature, and also the next book is Bartleby, who refused to work is in a symbol of resistance of authority. The next is Characterization and Psychological Debt, which is come from his book uh, Melville. Characters often have complex psychological and motivation and struggles, and also Ahab's obsessive of the book Moby Dick pursuit is seen as a symbol. I think that's all that I can tell. I apologize if there is any mistake that I made in this video. I'm Zainab. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.